The story I chose to do my case study on was a story that touched home to me as an Ohio native when the great, the king, the chosen one, LeBron James, decided to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers to join the Miami Heat. It was almost heartbreaking. It was like watching your kid leave to, go with your stepfather across the country or something of that similar nature. But he did go. He won two championships. He teamed up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and they made up the big three. But he eventually returned. He returned to his hometown, and that is what I'm doing my case study on was hashtag the return. The story originally was broken via a letter that was published on SportsIllustrated.com. The letter was an exclusive. Um, the letter stated how excited he was to return to Cleveland, where he had grown up and played all his basketball and learned there, and he was ready to bring a championship back to Ohio, where he grew up. During the letter, he also took the time to make sure he thanked the Miami Heat organization and thanked all the players that helped make his two championship runs possible. After the release of the letter, social media went crazy. For that week after he decided to return to Cleveland, sports organizations like ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Bleacher Report, all they did was talk about LeBron James. And particularly because pretty much everything that was talked about with LeBron James or hashtag the return had more than 50K retweets every single time. For me, the most significant way social media influenced coverage of the story is how it allowed your normal day to day person, not your sports broadcaster, the ability to comment, post, and retweet their opinion on LeBron James' decision. All you had to do was put in hashtag their return, and you could see more than 1 million tweets regarding the topic of the return. Most of these, when you roll through them, are negative about how LeBron James has made a terrible decision to return to Cleveland because they're cursed, because of what Dan Gilbert said after he left us the first time. You had your positives, which clearly meant those people were probably from Ohio. And then you had your neutrals saying that they would just make sure that the Spurs will beat them every year from here on out, no matter what, anyway. All in all, I would say the social media actually had a poor impact on it because social media allows so much negativity to be shared to your general public, and a lot of people soak on that and hang on to that kind of negativity.